Physical environment. Students: Gloria Villa, Francie Murillo, Angela Rivera. Wash basin. Wash basin be at a height of 90 centimeters from the floor. The space below should be free for wheelchair access. Saipat, 100 centimeters. Universidad, 43 centimeters. House, 67 centimeters. The sinks at the university and at home are not adequate because they do not have the measurements and characteristics suggested by the manual, so that users have good access when using them. Toilet should be located at 40 to 45 centimeters from the floor level. Should be able to be performed frontally, laterally or obliquely with respect to the toilet. The supports should be folding or fixed to the wall so as to allow the transfer of the user in the wheelchair. The flushing mechanism may be lever or hand operated. Saipat, 40 to 45 centimeters. University, 40 centimeters. House, 40 centimeters. It could be seen that the height of the toilet in the Saipat, as well as in the university and the house, have the appropriate height for people who have some limitation. On the other hand, it is observed that both in the university and in the house do not have folding support, which will hinder and make more difficult the accessibility to these. And finally, the toilet does not have support bars, which will limit the user to have independent access to it. Support barriers. The supports should be folding or fixed to the wall so as to allow the transfer of the user in the wheelchair. Should be at a height between 70 to 90 centimeters. Saipat, 70 centimeters to 90 centimeters. University, 49 centimeters to 74 centimeters. House, there are no grab bars in the bathroom area. Regarding the support bars, it is shown how the Saipat and the university have them and the average height stated in the manual, taking into account that the Saipat has a fixed bar and a mobile one, which will provide the user with greater ease to perform the transfers. On the other hand, it was also observed that the house does not have this kind of support, so it can be concluded that it will be more difficult for the person to perform the respective transfers from the toilet to the chair and vice versa. Shower. The water faucets should be at a height of 50 to 60 cm. Floors should be non-slip when wet. Saipat, 90 centimeters. University, there are no. House, 122 centimeters. It is evident both in the Saipat and in the house that the water faucets are not at an adequate height. It should be added that in the Saipat the faucets are more adjusted within the context of the bibliographies. In the house the faucet is kept at a great height, which leads to many difficulties at the time of the person to make use of it. Toilet paper. For toilet paper should be located at a height of 70 to 90 centimeters. Saipat, 40 centimeters. University, 93 centimeters. House, 30 centimeters. In all three places the toilet paper is not adapted for a person with any type of disability. None of them are at the right size, but neither are they at a height where it is difficult or impossible to use them. Stairs. Footprint. For exterior stairs the minimum footprint is recommended to be 30 cm. Risers. The height of the riser is recommended to be no more than 17 cm and for public spaces 14 cm. Saipat, there are no. University, 32 centimeters. House, 28 centimeters. Saipat, there are no. University, 12 centimeters. House, 19. The university and the house have stairs, which can be seen that the former has the footprint that is recommended by the manual, achieving greater safety and security for users, while the house does not have the minimum footprint, causing accidents to occur or not providing adequate security and access to people. As for the riser, the university has an ideal measurement, but the house exceeds the limits with which it is standardized, so it can cause some kind of accident such as tripping and therefore have a greater risk of falling because the steps are very high. Doors. The door width must have a minimum clear width of 90 cm. Saipat. Width 93 cm. Length 192 cm. 90 degrees opening leaf. University, did not apply. House. Width 89 centimeters. 90 degrees opening leaf. It is evident that the measurements of the Saipat and the house are in accordance with the appropriate measures of the document. Therefore both places are suitable for the passage of a person with a disability. Way to open. Saipat, inward. University, inward. House, inward. Both the Sayapat, the university and the house have the door opening inwards, which facilitates access to users, although it is preferable to have sliding doors for safe and easy accessibility. Handles. They should be easy to operate and should be located at a height of 100 centimeters from the floor. Elongated handles are recommended for easy handling. Sayapat, 70 cm and has a sensor. University, no handles, making it difficult for the user to open the door. House, 103 cm. The handles are an important part since they allow access or entry to places. As for the university, it can be seen that it has a sensor system that will allow access in an easier and more practical way and also has elongated handles that are easier to handle. On the contrary, the university and the house do not have these, which will make it difficult for a person with disabilities to access the space. Therefore, it will need help from third parties to perform this activity. Rampas. El ancho libre de estos puede variar entre 120 y 90 cm. Además debe contar con espacio libre plano de 120 cm al inicio y finalización. Universidad. Alto de la rampa 122 cm. Ancho de la rampa 102 cm. Both in the house and the Sayapat there is no ramp. Therefore it makes it difficult for a person with a disability to move. At the university you can see a ramp with the appropriate conditions and measures for movement.
Created using Powtoon.